Good morning, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us and taking the time. I see some new faces in here this morning, so that makes me excited to see some more people jumping on for our Wisdom Wednesdays. My name is Jamie Heeman. I'm a district coach. We also have Jen Carpenter. Hi. And we really wanted to put this together to just give you guys 15-minute PDs of tools that you can use in your classroom immediately. If you've used Edpuzzle before, maybe we'll give you some more information and Jen will show you some different ways to use it or things you didn't know. So let's get started. So Edpuzzle is a really neat tool that you can use. You choose any video from YouTube, embed your own assessment questions, track your students' progress. You actually don't have to just use YouTube. We'll talk about some other videos you can bring in. You can make your own, but there's a whole library of videos, and it's very helpful when we use videos in the class. You know, we don't want to be, Jen, are you getting the waiting room? Sorry. We don't want to just play a video, right? We want to ask questions. We want kids to be thinking. And the neat thing about Edpuzzle is you can just put those questions in there so that the students have to respond, they have to think. It could also be a prompt for you. I can see this is difficult, what a surprise. So, why would you use Edpuzzle? It reinforces accountability. You can check to see if students are watching your videos, you can see how many times they've watched them, and you can see if they're understanding the content by their responses to the questions that are in there. It engages students. Students can do self-paced learning with the videos, but you can also do it live, and we'll talk about that in a minute. It's easy to add your own voice narration and questions. You can also use ones that are already created. We'll talk about that, and Jen will show you some of those as well. You can save time. I know that's huge right now. Everybody has so much on their plate, so if there's anything that you can use that can save some time for you, you can use videos from YouTube, Khan Academy, Crash Course, and more. If you'd rather record and upload your own video, you can do that as well. So, you know, if you recorded a lab, you could record a lab and use it and embed those questions in there. There's all types of different options available for you, so it's a really great tool for you to use. And best of all, like everything that we show on Wisdom Wednesdays, it's free for teachers and students. The basic plan is free for teachers. There are plans that you can pay for. The biggest difference is the amount of videos that you can save, but you know, free is for me. If you can get away with just doing the free one, that's your best option. So you can view it in two different ways. You can do classic. So if you are online or if you want your kids in the classroom to get on their phones, students can watch the videos individually. They can work independently at their own pace. And it's perfect for if you're doing stations or flipped classrooms. Stations, especially like if you have a review coming up, you want to do stations with your kids, or even just in a lesson you want to do stations. They can go to, you can create an Edpuzzle where they have to go through it at one of their stations. Or you can also do live mode where you project the video in front of your class. Students answer the devices on the, answer on their own devices in real time, and you can get live feedback and create that class discussion. So there's two types of classes that you can create. And I know I'm breezing through a lot of the information. Jen will show you, and then we'll talk about some more stuff at the end. But the classic class, students need to log in or sign up. You can track their progress across all your videos. And it's perfect if you can't live without videos in your lessons, which videos are always a great tool to use to get kids interested and, you know, actually seeing some of the things that you might not be able to show them in the classroom. An open class, students don't need an account. You can see students' progress one video at a time, and it's perfect for demos, practice, and elementary students, which we're all high school, so we're not worried about that. So let's talk about some features of Edpuzzle. It's compatible with most devices, which is super important since everybody has different devices in the classroom. Like what I said before, you can use your own video or one that has already been created. You have the ability to pause the video, add multiple choice or short answer questions. It embeds easily into Canvas, and you can use the grade passback, which I know is huge time saver for teachers. You can see who watched it, who didn't understand it, who did a good job on responding, and they can rewatch the videos as many times as they need to at their own pace, which is really nice. So making an Edpuzzle, Jen's going to walk you through how to create an account and give you some examples. It's easy. And let me tell you, Jen is the techie person in this group here. I am somewhat good at it. And during pre-planning, I decided to use Edpuzzle. And I was surprised at how easy it was to take a video, cut it as much as I want, added questions. It was very easy to use. So when they say 3 easy steps, they really do mean 3 easy steps. So you find a video on YouTube, upload or reuse your own. Then you click to edit the video to create your lesson. You personalize it, embed the questions, and assign the video to your students. It really is pretty simple. And if you do, Edpuzzle also offers a free beginners course for teachers on their website. So you can also go to that as well if you get into it and you're not really sure, or you can, of course, reach out to us. We would love to help you with it. So let's take a look at it. Jen's going to take over and show you guys Edpuzzle.
All right, so I'm going to start out by showing you how to actually get it set up with Canvas, because that's one of the really great things about Edpuzzle is that it does the grade passback, so you don't have to type in grades.
Yay.
So when you're looking at it, this looks a little strange. Once you hook it up to your Canvas, it's like permanently hooked up, and you have to like contact support to get it removed. So I created like a free Canvas account to show you guys today. So you go into your course, go into settings, and then apps up top. There's a lot more apps in the free one, evidently. So you just click on the Edpuzzle one, and you're going to click Add App. It's asking for the consumer key and the shared secret. This is where a lot of people get stuck. Edpuzzle actually makes that really easy to find, though. So I'm going to come over here to my Edpuzzle. You click on your icon of your initial or your picture, depending on what account you have, and then click on your name. And I can also send out written instructions on this as well. And then you hit school. Tell you what school you're attached to. I'm still attached to Lato. And then LMS integration. So you just select Canvas, and it gives you the consumer key and the shared secret right here. So you click copy, come over here, copy the shared secrets, and add app. So I now have this as an app, and it's added to my little list here. So I'm going to make sure it's visible in navigation. I'm actually just going to go over to my, because it's automatically visible in ours. So when you go in, you'll be able to see all your stuff. You do have to create courses from Canvas. So when you click on your Edpuzzle link, it's going to have you create the class right there. And that's where you set up this assignment. So don't create classes in Edpuzzle. Canvas is going to make those classes for you. So if you do it in Edpuzzle, that's separate, and that's when they have those course codes. So that's another issue people run into, because teachers say, well, my kids have tried to log in and they can't. It tells them they want a class code, and I don't have a class code. So the class code is only for the non-integrated. The way they fix that is if they have the app on their phone, they need to sign out of the app. So if they are signed out of the app and then click on an Edpuzzle assignment, it will take them directly into the class. But they have to be signed out. So if they have created an app or an account in the past, I know I use this fourth quarter, so my kids created accounts. they have to sign out of that because it's actually going to be attached to their Canvas account. So that's one of those often issues. You can kind of create things in here. That's not how I prefer to do it. I prefer to actually go to the site because I feel like it's just easier to use. But so let's say I want to find an article over AP Physics or a video over AP Physics. You can see here that there's already tons of them, including if you teach an AP class, there is the like videos of the day. Shut the door, sorry. So that saves you a lot of time and is a way for those kids to watch those videos and really interact with them. So any of these videos, if you click on them, you will see that there's lots of versions of them. So you can choose someone else's version, just go through and click them, similar videos. Sometimes those are the same video, but that gives you some options there. Let's say you can't find a video that's already done the way you want it. You can find videos from Khan Academy, TED Talks, Crash Course is a big one for science, and click on these and find them. You can also create your own video. If you've recorded yourself, that's an option. So I actually have one right here that I created myself. And see, I added a note, don't try this at home. And then the cicadas were really bad. So what do you think is the cause of this background noise? So when the kids get to questions, they will answer them. And then let's say they didn't catch the name of this lab. Because I know when you show a video in class and you have them do questions, I didn't get that one, I didn't get that one. So that no one hears the next three. So they can actually click rewatch and it will take them just back to that one little section. So they can rewatch just that one piece to get the answer. You can make it so they cannot skip, which is a setting, which is really nice. So they actually are forced to watch the entire video. You can see here, it automatically suggests some other ones I might want to use. When you're creating your questions, you have a couple options. You can do short answer, multiple choice. You can add a note like I did the don't try this at home. You can also add voiceover. So let's say you're using a video that you really like the graphics, but the terms that they're using are a little different than the terms and vocabulary you're using in class. You can voice over that or add a voice note. Hey, single replacement is the same thing as single displacement. So give them those little notes so they can do that. I know that Matt Powell, one of the physics teachers at Leto, did an amazing job fourth quarter recording so many of these with
please call the main office.
AP Physics and adding those voiceovers and adding those own information to it. You can actually search other teachers. Like if you're looking for one particular teacher, you can share content across your school, which is nice. So if one of you create it, you can share it with the other teachers. You can also copy it and email it out. Say you're working in one of the PLC groups and you want to share it with all the Marine teachers when you make it. You can copy that link, send it out to your peers at other schools. So does anyone have any major questions about Edpuzzle so far?
No.
All right, so again, we want to keep these really short. We just wanted to kind of show you some features. Again, once you get in, this is actually a pretty easy program to use. We were probably going to offer a 3-hour training on it in the spring. And at that point, it will actually be having you guys make your own and really explore all the details and all the features. If you something you're interested in and you want to use it in your class, reach out to Valerie, me, or Jamie, and we'd be more than happy to come in and sit with you and help you make a lesson or help you use it in class or decide how you're going to use it, or even work with you and watch it in class and see if we can give you any suggestions to make it more effective for your class.
And one of the cool things with Edpuzzle is they'll send us swag. So I put in for us to get some swag. So if any of you send us a video, ask us to come out and help, or any of those things, we'll put you in a drawing for some swag from Edpuzzle when we get it. I don't know what it is, but it could be cool. Okay, so thank you all so much for coming today. We really hope that this information is helpful and you find tools that you aren't using that you could use with your kids, or tools that you are using and then maybe ways to enhance them. Next week, we're doing creating virtual card sorts and manipulatives. So we hope you'll join us. If you have any questions, please reach out to either Jen, me, or Val. And I think that's it. Thank you guys for joining us. Please stay around if you have any questions.
Thanks.
Have a great
Bye.
day. Stay warm.